Thanks to those joining me live and to those that be joining me on archive. DStyleBoxing here. Hit that bell button. That way you are notified every time DStyleBoxing is live. Hit the all on the bell button, of course. Make sure your YouTube notifications are on so you get those emails with notifications. Shout out to everyone subscribed to the channel. If you're not already subscribed, feel free to subscribe. Great content all week. Check out yesterday's HCP podcast with Christina Cruz if you haven't already. Give that a listen. Great stuff. And tonight, catch me on Power Punches on CalixBoxing. Just search CalixBoxing or youtube.com/CalixBoxing here on YouTube. Power Punches. A lot to talk about. Check it out. What's going on at A-Rod? Says, ¿Qué pasa? Calabaza. So I've been hearing some rumblings on the Twitter sphere and on YouTube specifically, right? This thing going around about Saul Canelo Alvarez, get this, FaceTiming Brian Castaño and telling Castaño that he felt like, he said, like, to me, you won this fight. Which is the right translation, by the way. I see some translations out there that say, for me, you won the fight. I mean, para mí, tú ganaste la pelea. To me, you won the fight. But either way, you win the fight for me. Like, it's just like, come on, brother. You guys got to do a better job translating. Just saying. Or maybe they're doing it the way they think Canelo will talk. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, man. Like, you won the fight, man. You know, but now myself, like, there's no doubt that this fight is Sinner Castaño. Like, you know what I mean? Like, most people have it either a draw or for Castaño. So, Saul Canelo Alvarez feeling Castaño won isn't exactly... And I know I got to make up my mind. Am I going to call him Castaño or am I going to call him Castaño? Right? But either way, you're going to get both. No, Pennon, I don't think it's going to go anywhere, but I could be wrong. I could. Maybe Usyk loses and then they create the division for him. You never know, but it might go somewhere. But back on track and back on topic. So, Saul Canelo Alvarez FaceTimed Brian Castaño after the fight. And he told him, hey, man, you know, you didn't win. I mean, you won the fight. I felt you won, man. Which, by the way, most people feel that way. Most people have Castaño winning. This fight is Sinner Castaño. Very few, a very small percentage actually have Charlo winning. There are more people that have it a draw than Charlo winning in poll after poll after poll. And most people have Castaño winning. That's option number one. The second option, a distant second is a draw, and then a distant third is Charlo winning. So Canelo just saw what he saw. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe he just feels, you know what? I felt Castaño won the fight. Let me give props to Castaño. But no, we have people out here talking about how, oh, look, Canelo's keeping a code with his fellow Latino. See? That's right. That's why Charlo, Jermell should have kept the code and not praise Canelo because he broke code or whatever dumb shit people want to talk about. Maybe A-Rod. Maybe. Whatever dumb shit people have in mind, whatever dumb shit people got in mind, it can't just be that Saul Canelo Alvarez has an opinion. He expressed the opinion, and he decided to contact the fighter who he felt rightfully should have won the fight in his opinion. It couldn't just be that. Oh, but You see how dumb Jermell looks because he was giving Canelo props? I mean, he said Canelo's a real deal. He said Canelo's got skills. And he said Canelo's a bad motherfucker in the ring. Maybe Jermell didn't do that because he was looking for affirmation or some type of, or keep it as some type of receipt, okay, to you know what I mean? To collect on later on from Canelo. It's not like, okay, I'm going to praise you. That way, whenever I have a close fight, you got to call me and praise me and say that I won the fight. You know what I mean? We're going to start a pact here, right? So when I say you're a bad motherfucker, it's not because I literally feel you're a bad motherfucker in the ring, which everybody fucking knows Canelo is. No, it's because I want you to go to bat for me when the time comes, right? It's this idea that you need to return something to me. You're going to give something to me in return. Like, who the fuck even thinks about this shit? Like, Canelo really owed him one. He said Canelo was a bad motherfucker. He said skills pay the bills. He said Canelo's skilled. He said Canelo's a top pound for pound. He said Canelo's doing his thing. You know what I mean? So why didn't he call Charlo? Maybe because none have to do with the other. Maybe because you don't owe somebody a favor and shit like that and go and cap for them, right? Stay on code for them, okay, simply because they praised you, simply because they gave you props for the work you do in the ring. This is pathetic. Shout out to Appletide. Did you make Chen Smoke? How's it going? Big Money, Texas in the building. How's it going, brother? Appletide. Can we get Haplotap to do a video one of these days? Is Haplotap retired from YouTube? What's going on? I don't know. But he could answer that. But it is what it is. But with that said, hit the like button, everybody. Absolutely. Share this video on all social media platforms. So let me get this straight. Jermell Charlo is looking dumb because he gave Canelo props, right? And praised Canelo's boxing skills and what he's now doing at 168 pounds, right? He's looking dumb because Canelo didn't, quote unquote, return a favor to him and lied to everybody and said that he felt Charlo won and didn't call Charlo to tell him that he got robbed, right? That he didn't tell Charlo, oh, I felt, para mí, tú ganaste, Charlo. Tú ganaste. Tú me la mamaste, yo te la voy a mamar a ti. Like, you know, what type of stupid deal is this? No, that's not the way it works. The way it works is just be honest, okay? All right, Charlo, just because Charlo thinks Canelo's a real deal doesn't mean Canelo needs to cap for the dude, okay? Lie to everybody and pretend like he doesn't feel Castaño won. Pero mira, Charlo, tú para mí, tú ganaste. Mira, tú me dices el favor de decirle a todos que yo soy un bad motherfucker. So yo le decir a todos que tú ganaste esta pelea. No, that's not the way it works. Okay? I told that judge, the 115, 113, that Castaño won. I told that judge, get the fuck out of here, man. That's what I told him, man. We need to get that judge out of here, man. Like, nah, bro. This is stupid. I'm saying, oh, Charlo, you see, you should have stayed on code because Canelo's not going to stay on code for you. Like, what is this? Well, what's with this keeping tabs on fighters? That's what I'm noticing. Like, so like I saw some dudes on Twitter post, oh, I bet you Canelo didn't call Charlo after he lost to Harrison in controversial fashion. Did he call Charlo and FaceTime him and tell him that, hey, para mí tú ganaste esta pelea. For me, you won this fight. Like, who does that? Like, who keeps up with that? Who keeps tabs on that? That's fucking retarded. I'm sorry. This is stupid. Castaño wants a payday. Like that's why he wants a rematch with Charlo. Charlo won. Charlo said, me bad motherfucker. Charlo won the fight. Like that's not the way it works, bro. And that makes me think about what a lot of you and the way you think. That's what that makes me think about. It makes me think like the shit you do behind the scenes. Okay, the way you pretend certain dudes are badass on here and all this other dumb shit. Oh, he's my friend, so you know what? He's a badass. He kicks ass. This guy's not my friend. I'm not gonna keep for him. All this other dumb shit. All this is dumb, stupid shit. That's what it is. Let's stop keeping it code and let's start keeping it honest. This idea that Canelo dissed Charlo because he called Castaño, did a FaceTime and said, hey, to me, you won this fight. In my opinion, you won this fight. So what if he did that? It's his opinion. He can FaceTime and talk to whoever the fuck he wants to talk to. Like, he could do whatever he wants. He's a grown-ass man. And it's not some type of diss to Charlo for doing it. Charlo came out just recently and said, you know what? The way you score boxing is round by round. So it was close, and he wants to do it again. He said, I want to become undisputed by domination and not controversial fashion. I don't want it to be up for debate. I want to do it in spectacular fashion. I look forward to getting back in the ring with Castaño, and he wants to take him out in the rematch. That's the way a champion should talk. He's not concerned about what Canelo said and so this shit, right? And by the way, Canelo didn't go on, and that's a good point by Big Money. He didn't go on social media and trash Charlo like Bud Crawford did. All he did was give a personal call and FaceTime with Castaño and congratulated him on the performance because he was a big underdog. Not many people were picking him to win. Some of you were laughing at this dude, okay? All you dudes that were laughing at the fact that Castaño could win, now I'll keep it honest. I didn't have Castaño winning going into the fight, but I did tell people, hey, man, don't sleep on Castaño. This is going to be a tough fight for Charlo. Well, he's flat-footed. He's too slow, and he's not athletic. And well, all that laughing, you weren't laughing during that fight, were you? Quiet as church mouse, right? After that, at the end of the day. But at the end of the day, all he did was give props to a dude who was an underdog, props to a dude that was not getting the credit he deserves. That's all he did. And he told him, you know what, bro? To me, you won this fight. To me, in my opinion, you won this fight. Great performance. That's all he did. That's all Canelo did. He didn't go out and say, oh, see, Charlo wants payday. Like, he didn't do that. Like, he didn't go on Twitter and tweet out how Charlo sucks. He didn't do a story about this is why Charlo ain't shit. He didn't do any of that. He didn't say anything negative about Charlo. JC wants his receipts, his props, that is. He's got receipts. Hey, if you picked him, you picked him, brother. You know what I mean? If you picked him, you picked him. If you picked him, you picked him. Why are we keeping tabs on fighters? Why are we collecting receipts on fighters like this, ladies and gentlemen? Why are we doing this? What does it matter? Oh, he did this for you, so you got to do this for him. What is this, the mafia? Is that how we're running shit now? We're going to do it the way the mafia does it, or what? Is that what we're going to do? You guys tell me. What are we doing? Ooh, oh man, did you guys see? Did you see how Canelo FaceTime Castaño and give him props? Hey, Canelo, he never called Charlo when he lost to Harrison and tell him, hey, I felt you should have won this fight. Who the fuck cares if he didn't or didn't? If he did, he did. Who gives a fuck? Well, what is this? If I do this for you, you got to do this for me. I'm going to make you an offer you can't refuse. And to be honest, this is not even an indictment on Charlo. I don't think Charlo gave Canelo any type of praise. expecting something in return, because only weak sauce people do that. That's it. Only weak sauce motherfuckers expect that. That's it. It'll be one thing if Canelo went out of his way to just trash Charlo, and then we're talking differently, right? But that's not what happened. What's going on, Coco Boxing the Don? They got him. They exposed Canelo. He was praising Castaño. They got him. This is beyond pathetic, guys. I'm sorry. And it needs to be called out, because in what way does he look dumb? All he did was tell the truth about Canelo. That's all people got to do out here, guys. Just tell the truth. Canelo's doing great things. That's it. It's not keeping it cold. It's not, oh, let me get something in return. Okay? That's not what that means. Is that what you guys do in real life here? You just kiss the boss's ass all day, and you think, wow, if I kiss his ass, if I pucker up, well, he's going to give me a raise, right? He's got to, right? Is that what it is? Like, are you one of those dudes that like compliment a chick nonstop, look too fucking thirsty, and then you expect that she has to sleep with you because you were complimenting her all night? Well, she got to sleep with me. I mean, bro, did you see how she dissed you? She told you she had a boyfriend after you told her how hot she looks. I mean, this whole thing is stupid. What's up, the fix? No Paul. Boxeyano. You can catch him on A-Rod's channel after 8 CP every Tuesday. This whole, like, this idea that Canelo did anything wrong and that Charlo looking stupid because he was just being honest about Canelo, and then Canelo didn't return the favor. Like, what was Canelo supposed to do? Exactly. Is Canelo never supposed to FaceTime a fighter whenever he wants because people are going to keep tabs on it? Like, well, he never did it for this guy. Why is he doing it for this other dude? He never did it for him. Who does these things? Coco, the boxing channel, I appreciate the support, brother. Well, we can't make a pinche phone call now. They got him. I got YouTube channel. The Makes Me Media. Okay? The Makes Me Media. That's the name of your channel, is that what you're saying? Well, shout out to Coco, the Boxing Don. I appreciate the support, brother. Now, Canelo gave Tank Davis a lot of props in the lead up to the fight with Barrios. He did several interviews saying Tank's one of his favorite fighters to watch. He gave the dude a lot of props, right? Did you see me make videos like, oh, why is Canelo giving props to Tank after all the criticisms I have of Tank? No, because Canelo's entitled to his opinion. His opinion doesn't impact how I feel about him as a fighter. All right? He's high on Tank. And look, I'm high on Tank as well. I just think Tank needs to test himself. Tank needs to fight real competition. Point blank. But there was rumors that he was going to go walk out to the ring with Tank and everything. So maybe he's just giving his honest take and his honest opinion, guys. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe that's all it is. Maybe Charlo just told you how he really feels about Canelo. And I think the issue is not what he said or what Canelo didn't do in return, but it's the fact that you don't want the truth spoken for whatever reason. You want your truth spoken. Maybe that's what it is. Because I hear it all the time. Man, we've been going to bat for Charlo, and he turns around and he praises Canelo. Why'd he do that? Like, well, because he can. Because he's a grown man. Because he has his own opinions. That's why. Maybe he could just say whatever the fuck he wants to say. Just like me. I could come out here and I could say whatever the fuck I want to say. Nobody's going to stop me. Simple as that. By the way, any grievances people have with me, I have a wall on my Instagram, DStyle_boxing. You guys could post on it. You guys could let me know whatever it is, whatever grievances you have with me. You know what I mean? You could post it on there. You know what I mean? People be talking about me. Hey, it's all good. You know, at the end of the day, it's all good. But it is making an issue out of nothing. It is an issue out of nothing. That I agree with. I absolutely agree that there's a lot of disgruntled fans out there that, expect something in return from these fighters. Oh, I went to bat for you. I supported you. You need to go bat for the code. You need to go to bat for whatever we feel you need to go to bat for because you owe it to us and all this other dumb shit. Look how dumb you look. Praising Canelo, and now he thinks Castaño won. Look how stupid that sounds. So we're advocating for fighters not being honest, rather capping, right? That's what you're advocating for. That's just the truth. That's what you're advocating for when you advocate for. What's up to Andre JC, Zealots of Israel? Matt, Shad, how's it going? I just wanted to come on here, get my thoughts about that. And that's about it, okay? Those that just came in, you go back and you can catch the rest on the archive, ladies and gentlemen. Catch me tonight on Calix Boxing, Power Punchers. All right. Also, that's about it. That's all for now. All right. This is DStyleBoxing. Keep it boxing. We're out of here. Peace.